Hey, Cringe XRODEE here, back with another video at Saturday. So, this video is all about my favorite superhero trilogies. So, we have Sam Raimi's Spider Man, Christopher Nolan's Batman, and also Zack Snyder's Superman. And also, we have the actors who played the underrated best superhero. We have Tobey Maguire as Spider Man, Christian Bale as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman. Oh god, my three favorite superheroes. That's what I always loved them so much. So I'm gonna tell the timeline between the superheroes' own past in the films, so in their own origins and backstories. So anyway, they only live on New York City. So I just love Marvel and DC comics because they are really are so very well. I haven't just have a comic yet. I'm just a Filipino because I haven't buy any comic. So I'm gonna tell the timeline right now. So in 1983, Superman, born on Krypton, come to Earth named Clark Kent. His family dies on planet Krypton, and then the planet just got exploded and destroyed. So 1985, 10-year-old Bruce Wayne just went to the theaters with his parents, and actually tragic happens when his parents got killed cold blood by Joe Chill. And also Bruce Wayne is felt depressed without his family. Now 1992, 10-year-old Peter Parker, Peter's parents dies on the airplane crash. They're about to move and get to Japan. And also in 1995, 20-year-old Bruce Wayne grows up and going on a train with Ross Al Ghul. And also 2000, 18-year-old Peter Parker get bit by radioactive spider, and his uncle Ben just got killed by Dennis Carradine. And also Peter takes his revenge and avenges his uncle's death and kills Dennis Carradine. A bit 2 years later, in 2002, Spider-Man is now became a superhero. And also we have the supervillain named Green Goblin, better known as Norman Osborn. Norman just wanted revenge from his own co-workers who just kicked him out of Oscorp. And then now he went for a killing spree while he was turning green and being evil. So he fights with Spider-Man, but Spider-Man wins, and only to be defeated when Green Goblin just got hit by his own glider into his hips because he was about to hit Spider-Man in the back, but Spider-Man has spider sense. So in 2003, 1 year after Spider-Man, we met Clark Kent as a 20-year-old man, and also his Earth dad just got killed by a tornado on the road. So the tornado was created by Commander Zod. Yeah, and that's why Superman just lost his dad, Earth dad. And also in 2004, Spider-Man 2, we brought back our favorite superhero Spider-Man, and we have the new villain Dr. Octopus, known as Dr. Otto Octavius. Also, Harry Osborn took over his father's company, Oscorp, and then he paid the bills for Otto. But Otto turned to an octopus with his own creative arms. So when he's about to do his own experiment, and also it went very wrong because when it really get malfunction and it tries to kill everybody. And so And so he's about to fight Spider-Man. Before fighting Spider-Man, Spider-Man just loses powers, and then that's why he turns back into a normal human being guy, Peter Parker. And then Peter Parker tries to give up and retire as a superhero, and then he then he returns to Spider-Man, only getting his powers back for a while. And he's about to fight Dr. Octopus in a train fight. After Dr. Octopus leaves the train with Spider-Man, and the train was so fast, and then Spider-Man came to rescue without his mask on. And with the iconic train stopping scene that was very iconic, that I really love it, that was so good. And then that's what my favorite hero was used to be. And also, wait, what am I thinking? Oh yes, now Spider-Man gets unmasked in front of the people and reveals his true identity, but it doesn't matter. People just thank Peter for being as Spider-Man as their own hero. And then Dr. Octopus came back, and then he kidnapped Spider-Man and bring to Harry Osborn. So Harry Osborn it gets his own opportunity to avenge his father, to kill Spider-Man. He's about to grab his own knife and they're gonna stab him. But he unmasks, he learns the truth that Spider-Man is his best friend Peter Parker. And then Harry tells Peter where Dr. Octopus kept Mary Jane. He he said he lives on the docks with an abandoned warehouse. And then now the fight begins. Spider-Man gets a win, and then he gets unmasked and reveals his true identity to Mary Jane. And then Dr. Octopus turns good, and then he dies when he drowns the sun, his own experiment, to the ocean. Wow, that guy's really good. And also, 1 year later, after Spider-Man 2, Batman begins. Yes, yes, 20-year-old Bruce Wayne returns, and now he becomes a new superhero known as Batman. And then he has to fight crimes now, and then he doesn't have to kill everyone. Not like Zack Snyder's Batman that who killed every bad guy in the film. And also Batman is went to make New York be peaceful, making everyone be safe, while making everyone be good. And also he was about to fight the mysterious villain. The mysterious villain will be revealed, known as Ra's al Ghul. He only get changed his name as identified as Henry Durkid. So Ross betrays Batman, and then he's about to destroy Gotham City. That what he dreams all along. And then it's too late for Ross. He got left in the train by Batman. He said, "I won't kill you." And then he said, "I don't have to save you." And then he uses iconic exit. Wow, what a favorite fantastic of that scene ending fight it is. And then Ross end up dying when the train hits the floor. And then they explodes the bomb and explodes him inside. Damn. Whoop, there he goes. Well, he's dead. So anyway, a bit 2 years later, in 2007, Spider-Man returns in Spider-Man 3. Hooray! Then he's engaged to Mary Jane. Peter Parker is gonna get married. It's very lucky. And also, for a second of thought, there was a meteor coming past the kiss scene. Yeah, that meteor is a symbiote, a black symbiote from outer space, and then he and that symbiote wanted a host to possess other people to become like them. Even they followed Peter and Mary Jane, and also we don't forget about Harry Osborn. He's very mad at Spider-Man, Peter Parker, for killing his father 6 years ago, and then now Harry retaliates and attacks Peter. He's about to kill him. That's what he wants to do. Retaliate. Wow, talking like a avenging evil father by a good son. Damn, what a character is Harry Osborn. Damn, he is. And also, he wasn't able to kill Peter. Peter wins the fight when when Harry crashed and then he went unconscious. So Peter had to take him to the hospital. And meanwhile, Sandman is still on the run. And also, his name is Flint Marco. And then before he turned Sandman, he fell into the to a hole filled with sand. Was tested for Oscorp. Well, it turns on. Then Flint turns to Sandman. In the next day, one day later, in the morning, at night, from the night to the morning. So today is celebration for Spider-Man. Hooray! So now Sandman has to steal all the money, and Spider-Man fights Sandman, but Sandman gets away and did not take the money. And also a few periods later, when Spider-Man is on a sleep, he was dreaming about Flint Marco. It was who killed Uncle Ben 6 years ago. Yep, yep. Turns out Flint Marco and Dennis Carradine were actually partners a few years ago. Yeah, Flint just grabbed a car and then he kills Uncle Ben instead, ending Uncle Ben's life, and that's why Peter gets mad. But then, well, while he was dreaming, he never noticed a symbiote coming through him, in front of him, and then the symbiote possessed Spider-Man, and he turns his red and blue suit to the black suit. Wow, that was really special. Wow, Sam Raimi has CGI for that. Whew! Damn, Sam, you really have a great CGI. My fuck's sake. And also, now Spider-Man is on a fight with Sandman with a black suit. Then Spider-Man finally wins, and when he sprays water onto Sandman and make him disappear. Yeah, after Sandman getting defeated, Black Spider-Man has to be like a emo Peter, and now the birth of a meme, Bully Maguire. Yes, that meme is now a legend, all because of that symbiote in Spider-Man 3. Yes, and also we met Eddie Brock a few days ago when we met him on a falling building scene when Gwen is about to die, and then he had to go work with a Daily Beagle, but then he somehow make a newspaper say Spider-Man reveals his true color, but that was a fake. It just copied with the original picture with the red and blue suit. And then Peter gets Eddie fired, saying, you really want forgiveness? Get religion." And also Eddie gets mad at Peter. And then also Peter went for a emo dance. Wow, fans really hate the film, but people will love the film. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, when Peter is on a jazz dance with with Gwen Stacy, we didn't even mention that Peter just break up with MJ, all because of Harry Osborn, and also Peter fights Harry Osborn, and then Peter wins, and also throwing a pumpkin bomb onto Harry and just smittered his face, but he didn't even die. And also in meanwhile, in the sewers at New York, Sandman has returned. Oh yeah, you still remember Sandman? That guy just got defeated in the sewer fight with Spider-Man? Why, yes, we still remember. And also, oh by the way, when Sandman wants to kill Spider-Man now, well, Spider-Man doesn't wanted to fight Sandman now because he decides to get rid of the symbiote on his own suit, and then also it possessed Eddie Brock as a new host, and then Eddie Brock turns into the new villain known as Venom. Yeah, and then Peter decides to wear the original red and blue suit again. So anyway, meanwhile, Venom met Sandman on the on the on that turf, and also they want to kill Spider-Man now. And also a few periods later, they kidnap Mary Jane, and then they take her to the 30-story building. That building was supposed to be built after the 9/11 attack in 2001, and also kidnaps Mary Jane, and then it's forced Spider-Man to fight. But Peter Parker wanted to recruit Harry, but Harry refuses because he kicked him out. And also Albert, I don't know which butler's name, and also the butler tries to tell Harry that Spider-Man Peter Parker did not actually kill his father. It was his glider the whole time 6 years ago. Yeah. Yup. Looks like Harry Osborn finally learns that Spider-Man is not the killer. It was the glider who killed his father. And also now the fight begins. Spider-Man is too weak against those two. And so he's about to die with a choke, and also getting hammered by Sandman and Venom. And finally, New Goblin Harry Osborn finally throws into action and throwing that pumpkin bomb into Sandman's his own neck, and boom! Damn! Fuck me! And now also the fight started, and then Sandman gets defeated by Harry Osborn, known as the New Goblin, and now Peter Parker, Spider-Man, will fight Venom, and now also Venom was about to kill Spider-Man by taking Harry's his own glider, and then he's about to stab Spider-Man. Before he stabs Spider-Man, Harry bumped into two pipes and makes noises, and that is the weakness of Venom that Peter remembers that he get rid of the symbiote a few minutes ago. Yes, hours ago. And then also now Spider-Man is now gonna know what is the weakness of Venom. And when now Venom is about to kill Spider-Man, and now Harry came to save him and getting stabbed by his own glider, just like his father getting stabbed onto his hip 6 years ago. And now Harry Osborn dies. No! And now Peter gets angry. Now he defeats Venom. And now he tries to throw the pumpkin bomb onto the symbiote. And then also Eddie just jumped back and exploded. Well, that's it for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man Raimi-verse. Spider-Man trilogy is no more. Yup. And does everyone, and let's not forget about the single piece of a symbiote on Eddie's jacket back in the church under the bell. So anyway, after Spider-Man 3 in 2008, The Dark Knight begins and Batman returns, and we have a new villain known as the Joker. He's about to make crime known as the Prince of Crime. He always be crazy, and now he wants to fight Batman. And also at the end of the film, Batman wins by letting Joker live. Yup. If Joker dies, he wins. So Batman just defeated Joker to win. And also 3 years later in 2012, Batman Bruce Wayne returns, and then Bruce Wayne decides to retire as the hero, and then we met Detective John Blake for the NYPD police department, and then now he just wanted to work with Batman instead. Yeah, and also Bruce Wayne returns as Batman. We have a new villain known as Bane, and he wants to destroy Gotham. He wanted to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny. He wanted to fulfill the goal of Ra's al Ghul. He's trying to destroy Gotham. You still remember back in 2005 when he was about to explode Gotham with a bomb on the train onto the Wayne Tower, and also Bane just ended up killed by Catwoman, and also we have Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, wanted to fulfill her father's destiny, and then she ended up getting defeated. And also Batman decides to fly away with the bomb, and then exploded, and it's too late for Batman. He just somehow died by this deadliest toxic acid and explosive bomb nuclear. He just take it outside the bay of New York City. Did I say that Gotham was New York? Would be. And yes, and also Gotham City is based on New York. So I decided to call Gotham City New York City instead, because I really wanted Batman's universe to stay the same, the real universe. So a few days later, after Batman's death, and also Detective Blake's real name reveals, known as Robin. Should I say Robin? Robin? Sorry. Sorry for joking. It's not a joke. I'm just acting all along. So Alfred is at Italy, going to have a drink on the restaurant. He somehow smiled very differently, but then we saw Bruce Wayne alive. Holy shit, he survived the bomb. How's that even possible? Would you guys leave the comment down below on this video? Damn, how on earth did Bruce Wayne survive? So that means Batman survives? Holy shit! And also the Batman trilogy finally ended when Christopher Nolan decided to not to make the fourth film, because just like Sam Raimi did not even created the fourth ever Spider-Man after the Spider-Man trilogy, because Sony decided to cancel it. Man, Sony's being greedy. And also, and by the way, after after the Dark Knight trilogy, we met Clark Kent again in 2013, and then he's now became Superman, trying to fight Commander Zod, and then now Zod just end up getting killed by Superman trying to kill the excuse me excuse me again. Zod was about to kill the living family on that museum, and Superman retaliates by snapping his neck. Don't know, is it left or right? Would tell me in the comments. So Commander Zod is dead, and also a bit 3 years later in 2016, during Man of Steel, while the fighting with between Superman and Commander Zod, we met Bruce Wayne. We met Ben Affleck as the new Batman. Well, Zack Snyder had to reboot after the Dark Knight trilogy. Does everyone know that? Do you remember a few minutes ago on this video when I say, well, Zack Snyder's Superman and also Batman, Zack Snyder's Batman can kill bad guys. Yep, you still remember that. And also, so we met Lex Luthor, and then he gets the skin of Commander Zod. You still remember that guy? And then he created Doomsday for Superman to kill him. And also Superman just trying to fight the monster with Batman. We met Diana Prince, known as Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot. Wow, people really hates her. And also Superman just grabs the Krypton spear created and founded by Batman, Bruce Wayne, and also Superman has stabbed it through the heart, but Doomsday just stabbed Superman in the heart too, and they both stabbed into the heart each other. Superman, no! Oh man, he's dead. Oh, very sad. My favorite superhero, his life finally ended. Yup, and now Lex Luthor gets shaved and sent to a maximum prison. Will be released until 30 years later. And also 1 year later in 2017's Justice League, and now we met Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck, Batman again, and also recruiting Barry, and also Victor, and also Cyborg, and also recruiting Aquaman, and so now to recruit as Justice League, and then we met Steppenwolf as the villain of the film, and also now Superman is finally returned to life and being revived, and now he's about to attack Justice League, said by Flash, Pet Cemetery, and also Lois Lane calms Superman down, and then Superman finally gets his memory back, and then now he decides to join the Justice League once and for all. Well, does everyone remember about the Green Lantern film played by Ryan Reynolds? The film hasn't been rebooted yet, so they wanted a sequel, but Ryan Reynolds just hated Green Lantern and moved to Deadpool instead. Wow. Actors always hated some roles, you know. And also now Superman fights Steppenwolf, and also Steppenwolf is defeated, and now justice is finally served on planet Earth once and for all. The end.